Hey guys, so in the previous design phase, we designed a quick sketch of what we're going to make in React Native. So we did it in Adobe XD. Now, you don't actually need to follow those set of videos if you don't want to. If you want to go straight into React Native, then just jump onto this without the design inside. I will provide this Adobe XD file to you guys. Um, but it's really good to do some designing before developing an app because it helps you understand few key requirements or important stuff, such as one, the requirements, right? Understanding that an app needs login functionality, registration functionality, create, read, update, delete, etc. It not only does that, but it also provides you a very nice visual of your entire app. You can pretty much copy paste that into the code once you know what the code is like, you're a little familiar with the code, that kind of stuff. Now, one other thing with it is it's good for your customers, clients. You could very easily scratch something up and send it to them to prototype, have a look at, and experiment with, like we did in previous ones. And then you kind of look at all the stuff that they like and stuff they don't, and make quick improvements without having to do so much coding. So, with that being said, in these sets of videos, what we're going to do is actually develop the React Native app. Now, I've got the app already made, so once this loads up, see, yep, there it is. So, as you can see, it's got the home page here, login screen. If you try to log into anybody, right, account doesn't exist. Let's go ahead and make an account. Let's call this one, my name is hello now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't tell anyone my password. Let's go ahead and add an item. Buy some groceries. There it is. Got some to-dos. Let's add a bunch of to-dos just to see the kind of scrolling functionality and a few other stuff. So get new games, learn how to code. I completely misspelled that, so we want to do it again. Code, sell old car, buy new car. So let's go ahead and have a look. Cool. We've got a few items. So here we've got keen how to code and learn how to code. So let's go ahead and delete keen how to code. There we go. Now let's add a duplicate. So we've got test twice now. So we've got test up here and test down here. So if we would delete the test up here, it'll keep the test down there. It won't delete this. It won't delete all the duplicates of the same values. Now we've got quite a few items. Let's delete some. So let's log out. Create a new account. Who's that? That guy was called hello. So let's call this one goodbye. And let's log in. Now it has no items. Some item. Create that. Cancel. Cool. Now let's log out. Did I say cancel? Alright. Let's go back out and let's go ahead and log back into hello. We've still got hello's items, plus we've got new items and goodbye. So we're not actually keeping, so every user has their own unique data store. So then that way when hello deletes something, it doesn't delete something from goodbye stuff, which is useful. Now that you kind of saw what the app was going to look like, what it's going to do, let's go ahead and get to the basics. So first, there's a few things we need to get out of the way. Is we need to install Node.js. So go to Google and type Node.js. So go ahead and click the first link, node.js, and go ahead and download this one. I recommend for most users. Now I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to install it, but go ahead and do that. And then we need to go ahead and install a few packages. But just before we do that, let's actually go ahead and load up the app again. Now, as you can see, I've already got Expo installed, but you guys will need Expo too. So go to your App Store, Play Store. I've already got it here. So assuming it loads up like this, just type Expo. Here it is, Expo Client. And then we can go ahead and open that. Now, for me, it already has it. What you want to do is it'll come up to a screen kind of like this. Click Profile, create an account, log in. And then once you've done that, let's go ahead, let me minimize this. Go ahead and open up your command prompt and create a folder where you want to kind of put all your app files. So for me, I've called it to do app files, and here we've got our assets. But what we're also going to do is in our command prompt, we're going to choose, actually before we actually get to installing packages, let's also discuss an IDE, so an integrated development environment. So an IDE is what allows you to code. So as you can see here, this is an IDE. So this is WebStorm. This allows you to code much more easily. Now you don't need an IDE to code, but it helps improve the development much faster. Now there's a few options added. There's Visual Studio Code, which is here. There is also WebStorm. There's, I believe, Atom. There's a few different ones. Me personally, I prefer WebStorm. It is paid, but if you're a student, it's completely free for as long as you're a student. Visual Studio Code is free, and I believe will always be free, and it has quite a few plugins. I mean, technically, it's pretty much WebStorm anyways. So go ahead and experiment with it and pick the one you want. For the purpose of this, I'm going to use WebStorm. Now, let's go ahead and go back to the folder that you made and open up the command prompt and go into that folder. So cd, choose directory. In my case, it's in downloads / to do app files, like that. There we go. Now we need to do npm i -g expo CLI. So npm i means npm install. So you know we downloaded Node.js. Inside of that there's a package manager, and that is called npm, which stands for Node.js package manager. And now the I stands for install. -g means for globally. So that means for the entire system we'll install Expo CLI. Now, right now that won't make sense, but once we do a few more installations, you'll understand that we can have local packages and global packages. Local ones are for the app itself. Global ones is when you're going to reuse amongst many apps. So go ahead and enter that. I've already got it, so I won't do that again. Once you've got that, you want to do Expo init, and we can go ahead and call this, so in my case I'm going to call it to do app. You can call it anything you want. So Expo init just means Expo initialize, and to do app is the name of the application, the folder. So you've got quite a few different templates here. Choose blank normal. If you know how to use TypeScript, you can do that. In our case, we'll just do blank, so the basic clean app. So go ahead and let that install, or not install, it's just going to set up all our packages together. It's going to get the bare bones of React Native set up. It's going to set up all the Expo stuff, so then we can develop much faster and use the Expo app that we just installed on our mobile device. Now I'm going to let that install. I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back in a few minutes. So it's finished installing. Now what I like to do is, once it's installed, I'll just go ahead and open our app that we just made up. So I'll do open as a WebStorm project. And it'll load up here. So WebStorm does have a terminal. So we could use a terminal instead of CMD. Visual Studio Code also has a terminal, but just for the basics, I wanted to show you guys how to do it with CMD. Now that we're here, what we can do is in the next video, I'll show you guys how to set up the environment here, kind of our program structure and the installations we'll need for our application. See you guys in the next video.